My agency makes over 6 figures every single month, and today I'm going to break down a few winning ads that were made using AI and explain why they work so you can just copy the process and start creating winning ads for your agency. I'll go through a few different niches and expose everything that makes up a winning ad. So these ads I'm going to be showing you today are not my ads. I pulled them all from Ads Library, so do not copy these directly, but Ads Library can be a great resource to use to find inspiration for winning ads because you can see how long an ad's been running, and if it's been running for a while, it most likely means it's a winning ad. So today I'll be going through a few that have been running for a while and just break down why they're winning ads and basically give you the whole process of how to create them step by step. But if you want my direct ads and my exact templates and different prompts I use, that's what I offer in my one-on-one mentorship program. So book a call below if that interests you at all, but let's go ahead and dive into these ads.
My neighbor came banging on my door screaming at me. They were yelling about...
So let's break down the first part. So it says, my neighbor came banging on my door. So that's already like a different hook. It entices the viewer to keep watching because most people don't have like a hook like that. They all usually just have like general different like boring hooks, but this one's a lot different because you can run ads like this, but if you run it from like a person's like actual like business page, it'll make it look a lot more unprofessional, and that's why I recommend doing it from like your own personal branded page. But already the hook is really good, and this one's been running I think since like March or April. So you know it's a winning ad if it's been running since like March or April. So this is like a really good hook to use because it catches them off guard. And that's just breaking down the first part, which is the hook. And the hook is the most important part of any winning ad. And if you don't have a good hook, you will not have a winning ad. So the hook is literally the most important part. So if there's any part of the video that you spend the most time on, it is going to be the hook. And then as you can see on this particular hook video, it's like a satisfying video, so it automatically grabs the user's attention and makes them want to keep watching. So let's go into the next part of the video.
My neighbor came banging on my door screaming at me. They were yelling about how this website I showed them to get new windows was a scam. They were totally wrong. I told them after I showed my sister-in-law the 2025 window replacement relief service.
All right, breaking down this next part, it goes more into like a story time, so it allows the user to keep watching and be interested throughout the whole video. And then the next part is having like a unique mechanism. So right here is like, it's called the window replacement relief service. So like if you're doing like roofing or something, it could be like a roof replacement service or like a roof replacement program. So the unique mechanism is really, really important for any ad. And if you don't have a unique mechanism, it won't really give the user like the ability to like be like, oh yeah, is this something new? Is this something I don't know about? So a unique mechanism is really important in all of your ads, and all of our winning ads have unique mechanisms. So a unique mechanism is really, really good. And then it has really good B-roll throughout, like really enticing B-roll to have the user keep watching and want to keep watching as well. So let's go into the next part of the video.
She filled it out and got approved within 2 minutes. You see, most homeowners think it's a scam because they're clicking on the wrong websites. So
see, I like what he did here, and this might be something that we try out as well. It's saying like the people keep clicking on the wrong website, so let me help you out and actually give you the correct website. That's actually a really good angle that I just learned on the spot, and this is how you can use Ads Library to actually come up with winning ads and like angles. You can like grab like ideas and everything from other angles and make it your own. So like you can already see like there's already ideas spinning in my head by just using Ads Library and looking at these winning ads from Ads Library, right? So let's go into the next part as well.
Let me help everyone out. Click on the link below and fill out a few basic questions. You might qualify for beautiful brand new windows thanks to a window renovation relief.
So also like the next part of this is allowing them to have like a simple like call to action throughout the video. So like all you need to go do is like fill out the form, and then you can see if you can be improved. So make it really easy on like the actionable steps in which like the user needs to do. If you're not that clear on it, the people won't fill out your form and it actually won't become a lead.
Service. It takes less than 2 minutes to see if.
And then that specific part right there is saying like it takes less than 2 minutes. It makes it really easy for the user. So they know they're not going to be going on like a 15-minute form right there. So it's a really quick process. So this is like an amazing ad so far. So let's keep watching the rest of it.
If you're approved, and it can save you thousands. The requirements are simple. You must own your home. Your windows must be at least 9 years old and live in an eligible zip code. All you have to do is enter your zip code.
All right, so the next part is actually having the qualifications in there so you don't get a bunch of unqualified prospects filling out the form. So I went through there and actually listed out the qualifications that you need to use for your specific ad. So like this can be different for like roofing. So like is like the qualifications for like roofing, you could be like, oh yeah, is your roof damaged? Like, do you own your own home? Like different things like that to make sure that the lead is qualified, because you just want to target like a certain group of people. You don't want to be getting everyone in, because that's going to lead to like your clients having a bunch of like unqualified leads. So having the qualifications within the ad are really, really important. And this person does a really good job of it.
See if you're eligible. It's free to check, and you're not obligated to do anything.
And then another good part right here saying like it's free to check, saying like it's free because a lot of people like don't like things if like they have to pay for them. So like it's free to check. So that was another good addition, saying like it's free to check as well. So let's finish out this video.
Just tap the link, enter your zip, and find out how you can get your new windows.
Yeah, so really good at the end. Has a really simple call to action at the end. This is overall a really good ad, and I can see why it's been running all the way since like March or April. So it has really good segments to it. So I broke down that one, and I hope you can get some value out of just breaking down the videos and the different important parts. But overall, the biggest parts are the hook and having a unique mechanism, and then also listing out your qualifications within the ad, and then also just having a really simple call to action. So let's dive into the second ad that I found as well. So this is the second ad. It's going to be a roofing ad. So let's go ahead and click play.
My mom's roof was leaking and we didn't have any money to fix it, but...
So it's already a solid hook saying like my mom's roof is leaking. It's more of a story time. It taps into like the emotional appeal of like saying a story about your mom. So that's a really good hook. And they said like they didn't really have money to like fix a new roof. So that's a really good hook. And I can already see like the B-roll is going to be really satisfying of them like actually creating a roof or putting on a new roof actually. So it's already off to a really good start. And this one's a really short ad. It's only 9 seconds. So let's go ahead and see the rest of it.
We found a program that helps people get new roofs.
So it has like a mechanism. It doesn't have like a specific name for the mechanism, but it says like a new program to help people get new roofs. So what I would do actually to make this even better is like call like a roof replacement program, or like a new roof 2025 program or something like that, to make it even better of a unique mechanism. So it's like different, and it's like different from all of like the other advertisers. So it seems like a different solution.
You can apply too if you have a house, an old roof, and live in the right area.
See, it goes through the qualifications again, saying like if you have a house, you live in the right area. So it goes through the qualifications so they know who they're targeting and only get qualified prospects coming in.
Just click the button below to see if you can get a new roof too.
So a really simple call to action at the end. So it's really clear, so they know if they click below, they'll see if they can get a new roof. So overall, really solid ad. It's really short, and sometimes these really short ones work really well. You don't need like a really long video, but this gets straight to the point, has a unique mechanism, a good hook, and a clear call to action. Really, really solid ad, and I can see why this one's been running for a while too. So this is the third ad. It's going to be a solar ad, and this is one with an AI user-generated character. So let's go ahead and click play on the ad.
Tired of watching your energy bill go up every single month? Energy bills.
So honestly, this one wasn't like a crazy hook, but it just taps into like the emotion of like energy bills rising. So it's definitely a solid hook. And I don't know if this is like 100% winner, but it's definitely good enough to keep running for a while. And this one's been running for a while. So it taps into the emotion of people's energy bills rising. So it already goes into like that as like the hook. So let's watch the rest of it.
Keep rising. This could be a game changer. A new state-backed program allows you to get solar.
See, it goes into the unique mechanism right there. You're saying like a new state-backed program, and obviously with solar, there's a lot of different government programs. So that's like the unique mechanism for solar, and that's a big one that works really well. But like what I would do instead is like actually give it like a unique program name, and obviously have like the disclaimers like within the program saying like it's like your program, so it doesn't think like that is like the program, right? So let's watch the rest of it.
Solar panels with $0 down. That means no upfront payment, and installation is completely free. Solar panels, $0 down, free installation.
So it goes more into like the offer saying like $0 down, like a free installation. And this has really good B-roll throughout. It's like enticing and it makes the user want to keep watching, even though it has like a UGC aspect to it. So really good overall so far. As you can see, like the power of like AI UGC, like this person didn't have to go and pay like a few $100s for that user generated character. They did it all from the comfort of their own home using AI.
And there's more. If your roof qualifies, you'll also get a roof shingle upgrade with up to 15 years of warranty.
So it also goes into like another offer on top of solar right there. So it also does like a roof upgrade as well. So it's also a really, really good offer that they're running right now. So also like a offer is like a huge part of a winning ad as well. If there's not like a winning offer that people want, they won't really go into it. So this has like a really good offer on it as well, which is why it probably does really well and actually brings in a lot of leads for them.
Roof upgrade, 15-year warranty, no extra costs. Now imagine this, lower bills, a safer, updated roof, and no money out of pocket. Save from day one. Zero installation cost, no hidden fees. It's real, and it's easier than you think. But don't wait, spots are filling up fast.
So that one has like a scarcity aspect to it. So like spots are filling up fast. That's also a really good tactic to use in winning ads. Like we've used that a lot, saying like spots for the program are filling up fast. So click below to see if you qualify. Like different things of scarcity work really well in ads because it makes like the user feel like, oh yeah, I got to do it today. Otherwise they might miss out like on the program and in order to get this offer as well. So scarcity works really well in winning ads. So it's another great aspect here.
Availability, 15-second quiz.
See right there, it says 15-second quiz. Literally, it takes just 15 seconds. Users love to see that. If it's really simple for the user, they'll actually go ahead and fill it out and see if they qualify.
If your home qualifies, tap the link, answer a short quiz, and find out if your home qualifies today. Act now. Tap.
Yeah, so that's just like the power of AI UGC, and it has like a really good offer through it. It has a simple call to action, has the qualifications throughout. So that was another great example of an ad, and you can see like the aspects of a winning ad here. It has a good hook, like emotional appeal. It has good B-roll throughout, it has a good offer, it has a clear call to action. So that was reviewing different winning ads. Now I want to dive into our process and like how we scale and descale ads and actually know when we have any winning ads. So let's dive into that process right now. Now let's actually dive into the process. So the first part is actually testing, because without testing, you will not get winning ads. You won't just launch an ad from day one and actually just start getting winning ads. So the first part is actually testing a lot of different ads, and then you will actually get winning ads like once you get a better sense of like what's actually working in your niche, what resonates, what doesn't resonate. So this is why you need to actually be able to turn off ads quickly. So let me walk through my process of actually how we actually assess ads and when to actually turn them off. So we generally let ads run for around like $30 to $40, and we look at different metrics like cost per lead, click-through rate, CPM, hold rate, hook rate, and all of those fun stats. And if they are really good, we'll let the ad keep running to see if it brings in any leads. But if the ad doesn't have really good stats at all and has no leads brought in, we're not gonna really give it the time of day because we can just move on to the next ad and we don't really take it personally. So if it doesn't have good stats by like the $30 or $40 mark, you're gonna wanna go ahead and turn that off. Otherwise, you're gonna be wasting a bunch of money, and the whole game is to test a lot of different ads, and you wanna test them quickly. So you wanna do like that $30 or $40 benchmark, and if it doesn't have really good stats, turn it off. And don't take it personally. You wanna be testing out a lot of different ads every single day, but if the stats look good, we generally let it run up to like the $100 mark to see if it brings in any leads. But if it doesn't really bring any leads around like the $100 mark, you're gonna wanna turn it off because it's just not a good ad at that point. Yes, the stats are there, but you'll wanna make different variations of it. If it has really good stats, like if it has a really good hook rate, you're gonna wanna test out different ads like with that specific hook, maybe a different script, and you just wanna test a lot. But generally you wanna turn off ads quickly if they do not have good stats, but let them run to like $100 or so to see if it brings in any leads, and that is a good general rule of thumb when you're testing ads. The second step of the process is actually scaling up an ad. So by this point, you have an ad that is bringing in a good cost per lead and bringing in a lot of leads, but you don't know whether or not you should scale it. And this is why tracking is so important, because you're gonna wanna look at conversion data in terms of scaling up to really big numbers. And what we mean by a winning ad is it has really good cost per lead and really good cost per acquisition. So is it bringing in a lot of conversions, and does it have a good cost per lead? Because a winning ad can last you months, and as long as it doesn't fatigue, you can keep running it at high spend. So this is why you want to have different tracking set up. So like I said in some of my previous videos, have a Google Sheet with all of your leads with the attribution of having like the ad set name on it, so you can track which leads are attributed to a particular ad set, and have your clients update that sheet every single day on ones they close, so you can know which ads are actually bringing in the most conversions. And if an ad has a really good cost per lead and really high amount of conversions, you're going to want to scale that. And that is when you can scale it up really heavily obviously in the beginning, you might not know if it has a really good conversion rate. And in this case, you can scale it up a couple $100 each to make sure that it brings in a lot of leads, and then you can get a better sense of whether or not it's actually bringing in the most conversions for your clients. So that is our process for actually scaling up an ad and finding winning ads in terms of cost per lead and if it's actually bringing in a lot of conversions. And obviously none of this works without proper reporting. So you need to have all of your reporting in place. Make sure that you're tracking each lead and where it came from, so you can actually have a really dialed in system in terms of actually scaling up winning ads, because you won't really know if it's a winning ad unless if you actually track the conversion data on the back end. So you really need to have all of your reporting in place. And essentially that is our process. And a winning ad can last you so many months, especially depending on like what you spend with your clients. If you don't spend as much with your clients, that ad can last you literally like 6 months or even longer, right? But if you're spending really big with your clients, it might only last a couple of months, but that's the whole process of a winning ad. It literally will make your life so much easier if you actually figure out how to create winning ads for yourself. Because if you just try to copy and paste, you're not really going to create winning ads, because all of the ads that you see on Ads Library have already been burned through and ran for a while. So you're not going to get the best results if you just try to copy and paste. So that's why you got to think outside the box and create your own winning ads. And I hope this video actually really set in the process of how to create a winning ad and the different aspects that create a winning ad and our process for scaling up a winning ad. So if you got any value out of this video, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, I'll drop my Calendly below. But that's all I had for you guys today. So get to work in peace.